Hello everyone. It is about 3 p.m. January the 24th, that's Sunday, 2016, and this is delrayvaweather.com. We're going to discuss a little bit about the where we are as far as the total snow accumulation for Washington, D.C., and we're going to go over the prospects for more winter weather in the next 10 to 14 days. What you see on the screen is a list of the, this is the total snow accumulation at Washington Reagan National Airport for this current winter. That's the winter starting December the 1st and ending at the end of March. And currently, we have 4 predictions that have busted just because of this one large blizzard that we had just experienced. And those include the Channel 9, which predicted 10 to 15 inches, Channel 5, which predicted 8 to 14 inches, Channel 7, which predicted 8 to 12 inches, and the Cap of the Weather Gang, which predicted 10 to 14 inches. They all busted because Reagan National Airport got 17.8 inches out of the blizzard, and prior to the blizzard, they had a tenth of an inch that they measured. So the total at this moment is 17.9. And on the right, we have all of the groups that are still alive. Their predictions are still valid, and we'll be checking back with subsequent winter storms through the end of March, and then at the probably in April we'll do a review of how everybody did. Again, we predicted about between 15 and 23 inches out of the blizzard. And for the total snow accumulation, we predicted 18 to 25. That's the delrayvaweather.com, me, basically. And by the way, in Delray, we measured 22 inches before the snow, or after the snow finally stopped. A good bit different than Reagan National Airport. And there's currently a controversy because evidently the people who did the official measurements at Reagan National didn't make them in accordance with National Weather Service guidelines on measuring snow depths. So while the preliminary figure is 17.8, it's conceivable that it will be revised upward. Though when they make a mistake, they rarely do. So for all practical purposes, I think it's going to stay 17.8. Okay, we have a couple of prospects in the next 4 weeks for snow. And actually, one in early February has a potential for being every bit as strong as the one we just went through. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I think you should be aware of it so you can make plans. Okay, what you see on the screen is the sounding. Actually, this is the overview for the current GFS model run, and it's for the atmosphere directly over National Airport. I've explained this in past videos. And if you look at, I'm going to raise this a little bit. If you look at these gray bars, they occur on Wednesday. Mid-morning to noon is basically when the models are showing that we're going to get snow. The Euro isn't entirely on board with that, but I think you should be made aware of it because this is a similar scenario to what happened last Thursday, where there was some indication of flurries and towards the evening rush, and nobody really took that seriously. Everybody was focusing on the blizzard. So consequently, the roads never got treated, and it was an overproducer. We ended up with almost 2 inches of snow. And believe it or not, the models predicted that. I actually didn't believe what the models were predicting, and I sort of went with what the National Weather Service guidelines were, which were traced to 1 inch. But Wednesday, this model, if we do a Cobb 5 calculation, is predicting over 5 inches for Wednesday. And it's basically because the atmosphere is right for very dry snow. It's basically potentially this during periods of this, it's going to be in excess of 30 to 1 for a snow to liquid ratio. So it's not going to take a whole lot of moisture to make a lot of snow. And there's another thing, that the temperatures are going to be marginal at the surface. They're going to be probably between freezing and 35 degrees. And so if you looked at just the surface temperature, you would say, oh, this is just going to melt and going to be mixed, winter mix, all this. But the thing that makes me a little concerned is with so much snow over the last 2 days, and the fact that they're going to be, that snow is going to be around for a long, long time, the soil temperature is going to be at or below freezing. This is the GFS, actually this is a model of what soil temperature should be. Not the atmosphere, but the soil temperature. And I got this set for about 6 or 7 a.m. on Wednesday. And it's showing that the temperatures in the metro area are going to be around freezing or maybe a degree below freezing. So that means anything that falls out of the Wednesday storm is more than likely going to stick. That's it could very well build up very quickly. The timing of this, it's going to start out as rain, probably about, let me change this a little bit, about 3 a.m. And then it's going to switch over to snow about 6 a.m. And it's going to remain all snow until it ends sometime about mid-afternoon. Probably it's going to end somewhere about 1, I would guess. And so you have a substantial number of hours that you're getting this dry snow, and you have a freezing or near freezing temperature on the ground. Untreated surfaces are going to accumulate, and they're probably going to accumulate more than an inch, or possibly 2 inches or 3 inches. So you have the scenario that, again, in the evening rush, you may have a nightmare commute. You should keep it in mind. It's possible that this will be just a rain event, but the problem is that as this event goes on, the surface air temperature is going to drop. So you definitely need to keep tuned to this, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, the other thing, there's a lot of buzz on the internet right now about a Friday storm. The European model is predicting a significant Friday storm for us. The GFS doesn't think it's going to be quite as bad. And I sort of agree with the GFS on this, as I have a feeling that the Friday storm is going to be more of a winter mix. But it's something you need to keep an eye on. So we have a potential for a Wednesday snow event and a Friday snow event this week. Okay, now I'm going to show you these. I like to use this the thickness layers of the GFS. This display is from the College of DuPage, their next gen weather lab, and this actually allows you to see where the potential winter weather problems would be. The the critical line to keep an eye on is this 5400, this yellow line that says 5400 on it. And if the 5400 line is south of the district, this is the district right here, and precipitation comes in, then you can pretty well be assured that the precipitation is going to fall as snow. And so let's move this through into, let's do Wednesday first. If you notice that early Wednesday, we have precipitation falling. But the 5400 line is still pretty far north of us. So that means that late Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, we're probably just going to get rain on the surface. But let's move this a little farther forward. And then let's move this to this is about 7 a.m. on Wednesday. The 5400 line is right here and is just west of the district. This is really close to the district. And we have fairly substantial rain coming in from the southwest. If we bump this up a little further, you're going to see that that 5400 line is now south of us. And this is, let me look at my cheat sheet. This is about 1 p.m. on Wednesday. And so any precipitation that falls at this time is going to be all snow. And if we advance this a little further, you'll see that the precipitation moves out, and that's the end of it. But again, you have to be aware that there is the potential Wednesday for this snow event. Okay, let's keep moving this a little bit, and we're going to get to Friday. Okay, we're at Friday now. 5400 line is way south of us. That means we're plenty cold for snow to fall. But what happens is that as this big plume of moisture approaches from the northwest, it falls apart. It evaporates when it reaches the mountains of West Virginia and Virginia. So it dissipates. So while we're plenty cold for snow, there's no moisture on Friday. That's why I think the Friday is probably not going to happen. Okay, let's continue to advance this forward a few days. And at this point, 5400 line is above, north of us. Again, any precipitation that falls would fall as rain. We got precipitation at this point. This is about midday Sunday, January the 31st. We got rain. And as we advance this forward, though, it switches over to snow. So we have a chance this Sunday the 31st, of getting a shot of snow. Yeah, let's continue to move this forward. We have a dry period February the 1st. February the 2nd, it's dry but cold. And we continue this until we get to February 3rd. And then we have this big storm. See all the red? That's a northeaster. It definitely is going to cause beach erosion again. However, the 5400 line and this model run is well north of us. So it means that northern Pennsylvania, New York State probably are going to get some heavy snows out of this, but not us. Again, it has to do with the track of this storm. So we have to again keep an eye in the February 4th, 5th, 6th period to see what actually happens. If we move this a little farther forward, this is Friday, February 5th. We are below, the 5400 line is below the district. That means any precipitation at this time would fall as snow. And we do have precipitation coming in from the northwest. And so there's a potential of getting another shot of snow late on Thursday, early morning Friday of February the 5th. Okay. not this coming Friday, but Friday a week from then. All right. Last one is this one. And let me go a little further forward here. Okay. 5400 line is way south of us. Lots of moisture over DC. This is Sunday about 6 a.m. on February the 7th. So the thing to take away with this is that for the next 2 weeks, we have at least 5 days where we could get snow. Whether it's actually going to materialize or not, that's still up in the air when we're that far out. Lots of things can change. But definitely with this model run, it's showing a very active winter period. And so you just should keep that in mind. All right, I'm going to leave it there for now. If you have any questions, just give me a tweet at PatPend, that's PatPend, and I'll try and answer them. Thanks a lot.